Can't hear you.
Okay, now we're going. We have the recording, we have the sound, we have the video. By day 5, you would imagine we would figure it out. But there we are. Awesome. All good? Okay. So we had day 1 of spinning and getting more familiar with that. And what's interesting is that kind of, for me at least, when I began spinning, even just 9 repetitions would really throw me around when I stopped. And the more that I go, and the more that I grow accustomed to this, and the more that I know I can put this back at the end, and the more that I'm like, oh, I'm going a little too quickly. It's getting a little crazy, and I can slow it down internally, and then I can settle in. And so today, as we do 21 repetitions, I want you to just be really clear. This is the pace I can sustain without becoming confused or hysterical or thrown off. And that's such a life lesson. We are so, we are barraged by input. For some reason, for me, for sure, the last 3 days when I sit down to do work, the emails keep coming even as I'm trying to beat them back. The text messages come as I do the work. And one thing, I start to do one thing and it turns into 3 things. It's the strangest moment. And that starts to feel like we're just going faster. So to notice it, to slow it down, to make deliberate choices, to stop and look at my hands when I require. That's what gives me power. And that power of choice is from the navel, and that is then stabilized in our tabletop. And we've opened ourselves, and now we're going to flow. We're going to flow back and forth and do 21 times, either child to cobra or dog to up dog. And so as we do 21 repetitions, it's just falling into the knowledge, this is mine. It's not at me. I'm not being graded. This is for me. This is a choice. So we conclude our reading is with Elise Noonan again on our best behavior. And she's talking about the rewards of balance. Many religious scholars believe that sin denotes a separation from God. The word sin in Hebrew, chata, you have to fix it later, and Greek, hamartia. This translates to missing the mark. And I love this concept when it speaks to integrity or wholeness or the idea of achieving full humanness. When we think of the mark as an alignment with ourself, oneself, theoretically, the great self, the divine. And if sins are intended as an internal compass, this directional guide is for our own use. Nobody can or should decipher it on our behalf. If we follow the needle, the goal is not to numb ourselves through overindulgence, nor to sever ourselves from our desires. The path to connection is balance, is the middle, is both. Being aware of our wants and needs and acknowledging, modulating, meeting them, while being conscious of the wants and needs of others. When we come into balance with ourselves and within ourselves, we come into balance in the world. This is the feeling I crave. This is the freedom I want to create for myself. In yogic terms, she's describing avidya. It means un. It means the opposite. Avidya means I'm separate from. So when I exist in avidya, I'm separate from you. I'm separate from that which made me. I'm separate from that which becomes possible in all things. Vidya is me in alignment. So she's reminding us that this sense of vidya is the most important thing we've got. Life is hard, full of pain, suffering, death, decay, and it's beautiful, magical, renewing, and meaningful, replete with bright sparks of wonder and joy. We too often forget that balance is the goal. Fulfillment and restraint eating and excreting, light and dark, good and bad, masculine, feminine. These are false binaries. Perfect goodness is an absolute state and is not achievable. To be alive requires participation in some harm. We kill plants and animals to sustain our own lives. We are not pawns in a battle between dark and light. We are human. We are a bridge between matter and spirit. We can find the middle and hold the line. We can sense that we are on a seesaw that's bending out of control, and that unless each of us comes into balance, we will struggle to survive. And I was reading and I wrote and I underlined seesaw, that idea, the up dog, the down dog, the up dog, the down dog, the moving back and forth. I want to indulge and wake up and eat a brownie. And then I'm like, I'll sleep so badly. And I'm allowed to want both. I'm allowed to get up and have a carnal want of like just my body and my senses and the titillation of sugar. I can want that. And I can want to sleep well. And I have the power to decide which of those do I want to honor. It's not about stuffing down my desires. It's about being in this unbelievable conversation with myself, with the options of the world, that none of it is wrong. None of us is wrong. And we have been behaving ourselves in ways that are not of our making. And so as we move in a way that is joyous, move in a way that is difficult, move in a way that is absolutely your own. 21 repetitions today. This is yours. We don't envy anybody else's. We don't shame ourselves for how it goes. This is an absolute opportunity to be free, to move 3 times and sit down. That's your power. That's what's important here. On our best behavior, the 7 deadly sins and the price women pay to be good. An excellent reading. All right, here we go. Find your seat, bring your palms together. Thank you for telling me you couldn't hear me. That was fantastic. Heart high. Bring it in. Bring it in. Inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Roll your shoulders, roll your wrists, set it down. We are starting on our back. Draw your knees to your chest, roll it out. We will be a little shorter in our warm-up so that our Tibetans can take up our time, roll it out side to side. Good, and then right hand overhead, right leg long, flex point, roll your ankles, open, close your toes, open, close your hands, and bring it in, left side. Roll your ankles, open, close your hands, and bring it in. Oh, we go. We live longer without shame. That's really all I meant to say every day. Not being ashamed of growing older, not being ashamed of being hungry or being tired, not being ashamed of what we look like or the work that we do or what we said, but just participating, coming back into an alignment, coming back into ourselves without shaming ourselves, without shaming each other. This is how we last, how we make legacy in the world. Good. Lift your head, shoulders, knees bent, pump your palms. Maybe you work right there. Draw your right knee in and your left leg out. Reach into the ball of your foot. Draw your right toes back. So we become stable. Firm your arms like they're one piece from your shoulder to your fingertip, and change your legs. We start to feel that we're powerful, and we feel bigger and stronger than anything that's shamed us. So we can claim what we're here to do with nothing in the way. That's the freedom. Legs together, legs out. And so that in this moment, like, there's so many ways to collapse, so many ways to judge yourself. And you just bend your knees when you need to. You put your head down when you need to. It's not that big a deal. Or you come into it and you get a little ferocious. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Draw your knees to your chest. Roll up. Reach forward. Draw back. Round. Draw back. Round. Like you're going over a great ball. And just really bring it into your body and bring it into your mind. What would it feel like to move with absolutely no shame? To hit your limit. And I can get embarrassed that I do this every day, and therefore I can go further. And then my mom looks at me and says, I can't do that. And I feel ashamed that I can, because she feels lousy that she can't. And we just keep passing it back and forth. 3, do what you can do. 2, be free so that the other people around you can be free. Roll back, feet flat, hands up overhead. Inhale, open it up. And then roll back down and rise. Fold forward to your edge. Rise back. Put it down. Feet flat, hips up. There are things you do that are so enormous and profound. Your superpowers. It would be terrible to curtail that. Hips up. And fold out. And go 2 more. And so all of these movements, this preparation is just giving us permission. Come into all that you are. Keep your hips up, bring your elbows down, tuck a shoulder, tuck another, lift your left hip and then your right, so that you have this little sort of swing sway going on. And make a great circle. Up and around. Loosen your hips. Reverse your direction. 3, 2, put it down. Heels out long. Interlace your fingers and reach all the way out overhead so that you are flat to the good floor. Flex your feet. Reach out. Wag your tail. And feel the abdomen grow very long. Open your armpits. Open your elbows. Open your navel. Good. And draw your knees into your chest. And roll it all the way up. Drop one knee down. And then the other. And this is just so, so important. 3, 2, add the hands. So one hand up, over, revolve. Now you can have one hand back behind you as you go, or try it out. If you've made some space this week, hands stay high. And can you find as the knee goes down, the opposite waist gets a little longer? 3. 2, 1. As you fold to the left, hands down, fold down, rise up, change sides. So fold right, hands down, rise up, hands up, change sides. And these simple movements, maybe no hands, are absolutely fantastic for your inner organs, for your hips, for your spine. And you've put all of this together this week. Go one more. And find your dog from there and walk your dog. The clarity in your pelvis. And in the pelvis, the reproductive organs. Svadhisthana, the space of one's own. Hands, knees, child's pose, and then keep rocking. Keep rocking. That we would just start making some space. Good. Rise up. Put your left hand toward the center. And take your right hand back. And then bring it over the top. And bring your right hand outside of the left so they've crossed. And take your left hand back and reach back and turn it open. And bring it outside of the right hand. And they are crossed. Right hand back. As you take your hand to the floor, fold, cross child. And then rise up, left hand back. And cross, left over right, child. And start to find this swimming up out of the hips. All the shapes that we have made so that we would not be shamed. All the ways we've held our connective tissue in its particular place. Just start to move into corners and edges and shapes that haven't been touched. One more. Oh, so good. Hands and knees uncrossed. Tuck your chin, round your back, wag your tail. Drop your head. Let your head move. Drop your head more. Press your hands down and away. And then, looking forward, take your right hand behind your head and right elbow to left wrist. Roll open and roll close. Keep your gaze down and just peel open as you can. You're strengthening through the left shoulder, rotating through the spine, getting the right chest open. And we'll add elbow high, straighten your arm, and then bend your elbow and wrist. Open, open, elbow, wrist. 2 more. Open, open, bend elbow, elbow to wrist. 1 more. Open, open, elbow to wrist. Take it behind. Drop your right shoulder a little forward, a little back. Find yourself. Left palm flat in front of your face. Stay here or press the left hand down. Reach all the way up and open. And then bring it all the way down and through. 3. Press down, rise up. Yes. And 2. 1 more time. Reach up, roll open, and then roll closed. And go a little forward and a little back. Dropping onto the right side of your head. Press the back of your right hand into the floor. And the left hand extends overhead, finding your fingertips. Stay for 3. All the way up under the left armpit. If you like, the left knee off the floor. 2. Knee down, left hand back. Child's pose. Neutral. Rock side to side. So that as you come up, You tuck your chin and you round and you wag your tail and you drop your head. And the dropping of the head is opening from the base of your skull to the top of your shoulders. And the tuck of your chin is rounding through the spine of your chest. And the right hand down and the left hand behind your head, elbow to wrist. So revolving through the other side. We really want to open up the chest, the back, the arms, the throat, the neck here on this last day. Elbow up, hand up. Elbow bends to the wrist. Elbow up, hand up. Bend your elbow to the wrist. We don't often open the upper body. We don't want to open it too soon because we can overwhelm ourselves and it can feel like we're out of control. Our mind gets involved. Cross. Head down, go a little forward, go a little back. But now that we have such a great base built through this week, we want to open the top and let it all the way through. Right palm down, press down, rise up. Left hand down, shoulder to the floor. 3. Inhale up. And 2. And rising. And revolving. Forward and back. Right hand high. Right hand over. Take your time. Right knee lifts if you choose. 3. 2. Knee to the floor. Right hand back. Child's pose. Rock it out. Deep breaths into the chest. The space you've made there. Down dog. High plank to the floor. Peel open. 3. Roll down. Roll open. 2. It can be big or small. And down dog. Right foot steps up. Left knee comes down. Hands high. And down. Step up. Sweep wide, sit down, thumbs up, heart up, palms together down the back. Reach up, look up. And fold down. Right foot leads. Right knee down, hands up high. And fold. Down dog. High plank to the floor. Peel open. Child's pose. A breath. Hands back. Heart up. And fold down. Draw 3. Heart up. And down 3. And up. And down 2. Last time. Down dog. That rolling across the pelvis as women as we age past your 20s is what I mean by age. Rolling across the pelvis is really essential. Left foot. Right knee. Hands up. Fold down. Step up. Sweep wide, sit down, thumbs up, heart up, palms together, down the back. And let it go. And fold. Left foot, lunging, knee down, hands high. And fold. Step back for 3. For 2. High plank to the floor. Widen your feet, peel open. And child's pose. Hands back, lift up, fold over, slide through. Your cobra. Pelvis is broad. Down dog. Right foot, left knee, hands high. Fold down and up. Unfold. Palms together. Down your back, tuck your chin. Reach up, open up, and fold. Right foot, a fluidity, and down. Without a top, without a bottom, and down. Stepping back. Washing ourselves out, high plank, to the floor, to peel open. And child's pose. Hands back, rise up, and down. Slide it out, draw through, peel open. Down dog. Left foot, right knee. Float up and down. Step up, sweep wide. Stand tall, palms together. Down the back, in and up. And fold. Left foot, left knee, reach wide, and down, and up. High plank to the floor. Peel it open. Child's pose. So we'll try that little mobility exercise of stepping our foot up, turning our foot out, reaching out above it and bringing the opposite hip in and under. And from there we'll stand today. So down dog. Put it together. Knees are soft. Legs are loose. You can wag your tail. Your heels are up. Your knees are soft. The balls of your feet are open. You just step the right foot up outside of your right hand. Turn the toes out. Reach your right hand out. Bring your seat up and down. We know this. Reach out. Float your foot back. Hand down, step back. Down dog. Left foot steps outside of the left hand. Good. Left hand reaches. Left knee in. Right knee in. Whew. Lift off and float your foot back. The stronger you get, the more float you've got. Step back, down dog. We get that. Right foot. Right foot turns out. Right hand reaches out. Bring your left knee in. Until it's like nothing. Reach up, float back. Hand down, step back, down dog. Left foot. Turn the toes out, the hand out, the right knee in. Lift up, float back, hand down, step back. One more time. Right foot, right hand, left hip. Sit it down, float it up, step it back, down dog. Left foot, turn it out, left hand, right knee, sit it down. Lifting up, floating back, hand down. Down dog. So here's the money. Walk your feet to your hands. This is what we've been building. Rise up. So if you were to see Kelly Starrett, who's a mobility expert, the first question he would ask you is to sit down, stand up, no hands. So right foot, cross your left over your right. The back foot, you're going to seal the left foot to the floor, and the right foot, I didn't set us up very well here. Let's stand. Get it right. Left foot is stable. Put your right behind the left on the ball of your foot, because you're going to make that same shape of bringing your right hip to the floor. Right? And now I can sit. So bring your left knee back up. Hands go forward. Lift off onto your shin. If you need to, tuck your toe. Stand up. Huzzah. So now put your left foot behind you. Now this is floating. This is easy. Bend your right knee, counterbalance. Put your shin down, your hip down, your butt down. You're cross-legged. Right? So see if you can put your right foot flat. This is where we were. Rock yourself forward onto your shin. Stand in your right foot. Stand up. Yeah. Okay. So left foot steady, right foot behind. Shin down, hip down. Use your hands forward. This takes amazing strength in the thighs and the core. That's all. So left foot down, rock forward, press down, rise up. Yeah. You're getting it. Left foot behind you. Shin down, hip down. Sit down. Right foot flat. Lean forward, press off, stand up. Last time. Left foot down, right behind, lean forward, knee down, shin down, sit down. So working on the down will build strength. You have to have enough down strength because the down strength builds the up strength. Arms wide. Awesome. Look right. Turn right. Here we go. 1, 2. Cultivate an inner steadiness. 8. The chest is broad, the arms are straight. 10. 14. 'Steady your gaze. 19. The fingertips don't move. 20. 21. Feet flat, knees soft, palms together. Look at your fingertips. Long, deep breathing. 'Aware of your center, aware of your own steadiness, letting the rest slosh and spill until it's quiet again. You are not what is sloshing, you are what is still. Sit down, knees bend, feet flat, pause, be still. Let this settle. Feet off the floor. Lift your head, shoulders. This is exhale, legs extending. This is inhale. Exhale. So here's our modification. Or toes to the floor. Or straighten your legs at the top. Exhale, feet down. Inhale, feet up. Or legs extended. 5, 6. Close your eyes and really check into your pace. 15, 16, 21. Knees bend, palms open, legs walk out. So quiet and steady. Knees to the chest. To roll to kneel, patting your knees as needed. Tuck your toes under. Hands begin at the waist so that you always take the first few, at least 4 or 5, to find the opening. Little wag of the tail. Thumbs are helping. So my hands are at my hips, my thumbs are helping my tailbone a little down towards my knees. My pelvis is broad, my ribs are opening, my shoulders are back. Loosen the chin and the neck, inhaling up, exhaling down. It can be that simple. Really doesn't need to be more. The body feels stable. Work here, or the backs of your hands to your thighs. 11. One more. And kneel. Interlace your hands behind you, knuckles down. Tuck your chin. And then hands on thighs, or folding forward, forehead on hands or fist. Unfolding. Heels in front, shake out your feet, shake out your knees. Adding blocks if you choose. All right. Prepping the shoulders is really my preference. Elbows back, hands are on the mat, tail down, little shimmy. Elbows widen and wrap in. Elbows widen and wrap in. Feel how you can really get your spine and some space behind the heart with your elbows wide, your shoulders forward, and then you wrap your elbows in, wrap your shoulders back, sit your seat down, lift your heart through. It's that motion. Round again, widen. That's much more than the full tabletop. Elbows widen. Gather them in. Pull with your heels, pull with your hips. Open your solar plexus. Lift your chest. This is at the top. This is you could just stay and breathe here. So walk your feet under your knees, swing your hips up. This is inhale. See, you already built it. Sit down. This is exhale. So if you'd like to use your blocks, get a little height, swing it up. 1, down, 2. Always coming back to that broad chest, lifting the heart, shoulder blades underneath the back. And just finding a rhythm. And the mentality, you can't be shamed for how this goes, is quite revelatory sometimes for me. You know, just for the sake of truancy, you could skip one. Everybody's going, and you're not. Just to know, like, well, that's a thing. It's just okay. You are so irrepressibly perfect. You feel racy because today's the final day, and on the final day, it's like a final exam. You want to get it right. Sit down, skip one. Dare you, truant. And then we go. 8, 7, 3, 2, and 1. Sitting down, hands on thighs. Notice the heart so big, so pleased. Thank you for the space, the encouragement, the dedication, the resting, the play. Thank you. Walk your feet in, wrap your arms around, hold a wrist. Find the back of the chest. The knees loose. The head loose. And set up your child's pose. Knees wide, feet together, arms out long. Rock it out. Rise up. Draw to your thighs, draw to your pelvis. Elbows back, heart up. So that shape you've made through the shoulder girdle is really essential here. Chest is broad, heart is up. It's just like your tabletop. It's just like your moving camel. So you rock forward and you draw back. Down dog. Knees stay bent, heels stay high. Press through plank. Bend your knees. So the work is in the legs. Pull with your feet. Exhale as you come forward, keeping your navel to your spine. 5. Inhale as you come back, floating the breath, lifting the hips. Use your legs. 9. One more. Child or dog. Let your head be heavy, your hips sway. Walk your feet to your hands, sit your seat down. Lie back, palms open, body effortless. First few breaths are large and full. Mouth is closed, in and out through the nose. Breathing with the body as the body requires. And then gently sort of lengthening and smoothing the stroke of your breath. Hands overhead. Use the hands overhead to allow the hips to wag and the feet to loosen and the thigh bones to knock up and down, and just really allow the back of the body to be very heavy. And as it does, it will open the front of the body so that there's no contraction in the abdomen. And then draw your feet in wide, little side to side and all the way up to a seat. sitting tall. And today, with this open expansion, we'll do our breath of fire with ego eradicator, which means that we're just dissolving that sense of ourselves that keeps distance from the inner self. Oh, I can't do that. I don't have time for that. I've never really known how to do that. I'm never going to shoo. We eradicate that. We allow ourselves to be with what we are. So the fingers fold into the base of your knuckles. You can make a fist and then peel your thumb open and then just peel the knuckles open so the palm is wide and it's strong, like you would do a karate break of a board. And then arms wide, drop your shoulders, turn your chin, drop into the backs of the shoulders. Keeping that, bring your hands above your head, drop your shoulders further, and then find the space right between the two and how that may broaden through the collarbones and open the throat. Tip of your tongue is right behind your front teeth. Oh, out the nose, little breath, little pulse, find a rhythm. Fifteen seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale, chin up, sip, sip. Tuck your chin. Hold. Open your hands. Hook your thumbs. A little wriggle. Up, 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 up. Good. Exhale, left hand down, right hand first, two fingers folding in. Close the right side and immediately breathe in left side only. Hold both. Full. 3, 4. Out right. 2, 3, 4. Hold empty. 2, 3, 4. In right. Hold both. 2, 3, 4. Out left. Pause both. Right hand down. 2 breaths. Expand the sensation of who you are, of what you are. You are so welcome. There is no shame. I see you in your perfection. This unraveling, untying, undoing, go. And then breath of fire, 30 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Close the right. Inhale left. Pause full, heart up, chin in. Out right. 2, 3, 4. Pause empty. In right. Pause both full. Out left. Pause empty. Release. Natural breathing. More and more alignment with what is within. Out the nose. 5, 4, 3, 2. Close right, in left. Last round. Pause both, heart up, chin in, pelvic floor rising, up through the spine. Be full. Out right. Pause empty, navel to spine. In right. Pause full, assured, held. Out left. Pause empty, effortless and still. Normal breathing. Becoming familiar with our interior. How remarkable it is. Within us is all that we require. We become citizens of our inner world and our outer world equally. The sensation of a smile at your mouth, the sensation of a smile around your eyes, sensation of a smile through the brain, down the spinal cord, the heart smiling, the lungs smiling, the inner organs, the digestion, the liver, the kidneys smiling. It's all a gift. Sweep wide, reach high, bring it all in. Palms together, bring it right down to the center of your chest today. Landing in your body. Long Sat, short Nam, Sat, truth Nam. The identity. This is who I truly am right here, this frequency. Inhale. Sat Nam. and namaste. Thank you for these 5 days. It made a big difference for my practice, for sure. Made a big difference for my mobility, for sure. That action is something we want to cultivate so that we can get up and down, in and out, start and stop. Thank you so much for making time for this. The replays are up on the website, all right at the front page. They'll be up for next week, and then the week following will be the beginning of our fall sequence, and that is going to be Nabi Kriya to start us out for 20 days, and then Kriya for boundaries the second 20 days. So what you've made just now is a perfect preparation for where we go in the fall. And we'll build up. Nabi Kriya builds up to 15 minutes. 15 minutes of the same thing. And as we do that, it just absolutely, when you just do a quick, desultory rinse of a dish, you're like, good enough, and you put it away. But then imagine if you just really took the time and rinsed it again and really took the time, and for 15 minutes, you just got that dish so clean. That's just staying in something. It just, just a little, like when you're having a really great massage and you just like, don't stop. That's where we want to get to, that we can provide that for ourselves. So that will be the fall. Also, the retreat is up. So there's a page for the retreat. If you'd love to come to New Mexico, I would love to see you there, December 1 through December 6th. At the Hyper Slow retreat, our topic is magic time. And there will be such fun, such good to be able to be in person, to roll around on a hard rubber ball and get all the spots out, to do some face yoga with some oils, to do some hands-on, to do some work with colors and cards, to go walking, to explore. So necessary to stop what we're doing and to start up again.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah, Jordan.
About the 5 Tibetans, if I wanted to keep going. So we did to 21 today. What is the next couple days like? I know you eventually get to 26 and that's where you leave off, right? Or is it
21? 21.
It's always just 21? That's the number. Why did I think it was 26? I have no idea.
You could do 26.
Okay.
All power to you. So I would pick one of the days that you like, or you know what to do now. Do a warm up that you enjoy, and then, or just repeat today's class, and do that for the following week. And my hope was that by the end of the weekend, I could send you something. You can easily print it out. If you said 5 Tibetans images, like if you Googled that, you would get a page. There's in particular, he's short and stout and very funny little Buddha doing the 5 rites. And then you can print it out and put it beside you. So you just follow those. It's very, very well known. It's very common. You can try other teachers and see how they do it, and see. I know. Well, I'm just making sure that if you wanted to, there are some people, the way I was taught, it was very, very fast. There were no modifications, and you're hoofing. So that's one way to go. I'm just saying that my way isn't right. When I was taught to slow down, it went, oh, okay, that's different, right? From, hey, get it done. And so I wanted to teach this alternative. I really love it. So keep doing it, is mainly keep doing it. And it will set you up for the fall. It's a perfect preparation.
Awesome. Which one's Nabi Kriya?
At the navel. Nabi Kriya is the name for the navel, and it's where we open and close. Remember we did it in the park one year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. I gotta get to work. Have a great day.
Do it. Get going. Thank you. Any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, send an email. Let me know how it went for you.
Hi.
Bye, Jordan.
Thank you.
Bye, Martha.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You are welcome. Practice on.
Thank you.